All right, so we're in downtown Cincinnati. I just want to point out a couple things. So you see they're redoing this building right here. They're doing something to this building over here. Just to kind of give you a pinpoint, if you're from the Cincinnati area, we're on 225 East 6th Street. We're meeting our realtor right here. This is the building that we're looking at. It's freezing ass cold, so we're not gonna be out here too long. So this one's for lease right here. You got a pay lot over here for parking. And oh, this is where we're going inside to. Now, one thing I already know is that they stripped the property. So let's just go look at the whole thing so we can see the whole thing in perspective. Oh, I gotta pay for parking, I think. Well, we'll see. It's not the first parking ticket I've gotten. So here's the company that we're buying it from, or looking to buy it from. This is Procter & Gamble, the one I told you looked like a government building. They're as big as the government. So that literally goes that whole block. They're a huge employer. Procter & Gamble makes like toothpaste, all sorts of medical equipment, all sorts of everything. I'm not a Procter & Gamble expert, but I know they're a big company. If they're employing thousands and thousands of people and you can build a multifamily next to it with historical tax credits, which is what this is already qualified for, then you're probably gonna be all right. And if not, then you're probably gonna sink your ship. So we'll see what's going on. We'll let you know if we can get in and show you some footage. I'm guessing that's our guy right there. I wonder if they got that parking app down here so I can at least park. Yeah, it's always something different. Cincy Easy Park. Why can't they just do one universal app? Let's see if I got a couple quarters in my car to throw in here. Quarters are kind of a thing of the past. It's funny, that only gets us 5 minutes for a quarter, 11 minutes for 50 cents, and 16 minutes for 75. Probably need a little bit more than that. But literally, I'm talking to my kids yesterday. I'm like, what are you guys learning in school? And they're like, we're learning the clock and we're learning about change and money. I'm like, that's not even gonna be around by the time you guys are able to spend it. Cryptocurrency's coming, all those currencies are coming. Everything's gonna be digitalized and change is gonna go away. So I don't know why they're teaching you that versus teaching you financial education, which they don't teach our kids. Yeah, just a couple rants there. But I can tell you one thing I like about Cincinnati is it's got potential, right? Just like any fixer-upper, a city could be a fixer-upper, right? And if you're gonna put your money into it, you wanna see, are other people putting their money into it like these guys right here? This is probably a city project of some sort, but if the city's putting money in it, that's a good thing. If this guy's putting money in this thing, that's a good thing. Our agent's probably gonna have a ton of information about all that. Hopefully he gets here soon. Are you freezing? Oh, geez, I need to get a cap. What's up? Are you my guy? What? Are you my guy? No. Oh, okay, you look like him. Funny thing is, last time I was here was 12 years ago.
It's a lot different.
Yeah, and I think
down here on the river.
There was like some Coyote Ugly thing or something down there I remember going to.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
12 years ago. Thank you. So you mainly work with hotel developers?
No, I mean,
retail, you said, that's right. Yeah.
Mainly
Ground up and
retail stuff around.
So not a lot downtown, I'm guessing.
We do some tenant rep stuff downtown. So,
right.
You know, putting tenants in the first floor spaces.
Right. So did you have a tenant allocated for this building?
No, because they had intended to never rent it to a third party. They were going to do it themselves.
Who do you think would be a good tenant for the bottom floor? Like a Starbucks or?
Oh yeah, cafes.
Right. The guy, Bellhop was telling us some restaurant that's been open for 140 years just closed down or something like that. Down here? I said it must have something to do with business if they're that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just crap. I mean, you know, changes hands, family changes, kids aren't as motivated to deal with it.
Yep.
It's pretty cold in here.
That's what I was trying to get. That's what I was trying to get out the outside. I'm like, man, I want it cold inside. Some sort of an osmosis system. Is it all asbestos?
No, this is all new.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like the old asbestos stuff, but it feels like.
Yeah. The only asbestos that they found in here that would need to be remediated is all those tiles walking down the steps.
Right.
That kind of crap.
Yeah.
But it's
just scrape it and paint it, and a lot of space down here for sure.
Yeah.
What's a building I could check out around here that's done a conversion? Probably something like this. It's going to be $2 million.
From a hotel perspective, 21C Hotel and the Renaissance are both conversions, and the Home and Suites, those three are all conversions. From an apartment perspective, you can go to the City Club. There's a restaurant up on the top. It's kind of cool, but that was all redone. That was all done with tax credits.
Yeah, so the little bridge that connects on this building.
Yeah, so that will probably never be back into service again.
Right.
Because P&G just is not going to let, from a security perspective. So I had multiple meetings with them to try to get them to open that back up.
Right. They got it closed off then, I'm assuming?
Closed off. They can't remove it without the permission from this building owner.
So that's not happening.
So it's probably just going to stay there and they'll have to keep it maintained.
Yeah. Interesting that they sold it before doing that, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that. I don't know.
So yeah, I just need some numbers from you, and then like we can go through it and figure it out. It's probably going to be something I'm not going to make a quick decision on. You know what I mean? It's not like, but I want to.
It's a big project.
For sure, 100%.
It's a big project for anybody.
So to summarize, why was I out here looking at this property in Cincinnati, Ohio? Why was I out here actually looking at it? Well, I came out to Cincinnati, Ohio, actually 12 years ago with a good friend of mine, rest in peace, Andy Chu, okay? He was an investor friend of mine. We went out there to look at other markets, and the guy's like, this one was owned by guys in Las Vegas, they went bankrupt. This one was owned by guys in California, they went bankrupt. And I'm like, I'm gonna go bankrupt here. So I come back with a lot of knowledge, 12 years later, look at the city. I'm like, man, this city's great. It's going places, just like Kansas City. Cincinnati's going places. I find a unicorn. I'm not gonna tell you what the unicorn is, but that's why I drove out to Cincinnati. That's why I drove 8.5 hours, 9 hours to Cincinnati in one day and back the next, because I found a unicorn. It wasn't this property, but I wanted to look at several different pieces of property when I was out there. While I'm looking at this property, I had already looked at another property. But the problem with the Dutten Hofer building is it didn't have something that I needed. And that's why I'm buying this other property. And I can't tell you about it yet because we don't have an accepted contract. But what I will let you know is it's a unicorn in real estate, and I'm super excited to get it. I can't even believe my good fortune to be able to find this deal, but I can't even tell you what this deal is looking like. I'll give you one hint. It's the craziest real estate deal I've ever done. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you get started investing in real estate, and make sure you hit the like button, share this video with a friend, and don't let anybody tell you what you can or can't do. You can do anything that you put your mind to. I'm walking, living proof. Got a 1.8 GPA in middle school. My parents were gonna hold me back. The reality is you can do anything that you want, anything that you put your mind to, you can do it. Peace!